Union-5 for Operation Chimera. This one actually gave me a little bit of trouble, guys. So you're going to need a little patience to get this one done, unless you have the right tanks to do this. We need to do 15 damaging shots, and we need to get 3 kills if we want to get the secondary done for completing with honors. This actually took me quite a few attempts to do, largely because I really didn't have a great selection of tanks to get this done. I originally tried the SU-100 M1 Tier 7 TD, and I came close a bunch of times. I got 14 shots a bunch of times, just couldn't get the 15th shot in. And then I decided that there was probably a couple missions that having a light tank would be beneficial on, and so I went out and bought the LTG, which is the Tier 7 Russian light tank. I had the XP to free XP a bunch of equipment on this thing, so equipment-wise it's fully unlocked, but crew-wise, the crew is not 100%. They're probably like 98% or something like that. Now you can see here, I've put myself in a position to perma-track this T-29, and I think this is one of the better strategies to take early on in the match, is just put yourself in a position to perma-track somebody and get as many shots in as you can as quickly as possible. Now the other thing you'll see is, you look at my ammo loadout here, I have nothing but gold and HE. It doesn't matter how much damage you do to a tank, it only matters that you do damage to the tank. So in fact, in that position, I probably should have loaded HE once I realized that I had him perma-tracked. Because it's great if you could do 20 or 30 damage at a time to a tank like that, to just get as many shots out of the HP that tank has. You sort of have to balance that between, you know, farming penetrating shots and making sure you stay alive, because if this guy rushed me, I'd be in trouble. There's no way I'm gonna to kill him unless I perma-track him like I'm doing now. So after this engagement of largely perma-tracking that T-29, seven shots on enemies, 1 tank killed, so I'm actually in a really good position here to get this done. Now the other thing that I've done on this LTG is I've modified it to use the stock gun. Even though I have the top gun unlocked, the stock gun has a 25% faster rate of fire than the top gun. And so I don't really care about how much damage I'm doing per shot. I just care about the volume of shells that I can get out of the gun in a match, which is why I've left the stock gun on this tank. So when you're thinking about the tanks that you have, really focus on the rate of fire, because I think that's the key to getting this mission done. Now I'm trying to play conservative here because you know, I am a light tank. I really can't take a bunch of shots. I can't be the focal point of damage, and that's why I'm you know, just kind of hanging back and letting my team do everything, and getting some flanking shots here. So now I'm at 13 damaging shots, 2 kills. So this is all but complete. See this tank out there? I can't tell. He must be AFK or something. I don't know. But that's where I get the last 2 damaging shots. And now, if I want to get this done with honors, I just need to figure out where to get this last kill. This type is shooting me from the field, so I figure hitting a type is probably my best chance of getting this last kill. So I just carefully try to figure out how I'm gonna get the kill on this. But this actually took me quite a bit of time to get done, just because of the lack of tanks in the garage to choose from. I really recommend that you do this in low tiers, because with high alpha in higher tiers, also the lower rate of fire typically in the higher tiers, it's going to be a little difficult to get 15 damaging shots. I'm a 1-shot at this point, lucky bounce right there, particularly with him firing gold, and I'm just trying to carefully see if I can't spot him without getting hit, or hoping that Super Pershing is going to come out in the field. And then I realized that my team is triple capping right now, so I just decide that I need to figure out how to spot this guy, and hope to get that last shot in. I tried to blind fire there, and didn't quite work. But I think that's the key to this is focus on doing this at lower tiers. Mobile tanks certainly help, but there's Union-5 with honors completed. Low tier tanks, low alpha tanks, because you don't want to be putting out a bunch of damage that kills tanks quickly. You want to focus on getting as many low damage shots in as you can on the enemy. Perma tracking is fantastic. Using HE on tanks that really have are either perma tracked or have very little chance of killing you is a great strategy for this one. Go through your garage, look at your tier 7 tanks, or look at the tech tree to see what you have unlocked at tier 7, and pick the one that has the highest rate of fire. That's really what it comes down to. LTG was great for this. Using the stock gun, that really is the thing that helped me get this done. And forget about AP. Load those gold rounds. Load HE. Every shot is crucial here. When you're missing shots, it's brutal to get this done with 14 shots on enemy tanks. So spam that gold if you need to get this done. Spam that HE to farm the most shots out of the HP in front of you. It'll take you a few tries, guys, but this is pretty easy once you get that strategy down. Good luck, guys.